The woman opened the greeting card expectantly, and a cloud of dust burst out from it. Her reaction was to call 911 directly.
911, what's your emergency?
This is Catherine Harper at the governor's office. I think we just had a biological attack.
Firefighters arrived in protective clothing. The woman was the girlfriend of the fire chief, but the flowers were not sent by him. On the card next to her, it was written, "Now you're really toxic." Firefighters immediately collected samples. They sealed the bags and sent them to the mobile laboratory for examination. Then the woman was disinfected by shower. The whole building was also blocked. Police officers evacuated the crowd urgently. The FBI arrived at this time. Photos of the flower delivery attendants were printed and distributed to the crowd. On the other side, the captain was comforting his girlfriend.
I had a number of calls just like this back in Manhattan, and most of the time they were hoaxes.
What about when they weren't?
The captain was speechless, and his girlfriend's gaze made the captain compromise.
Based on the way that it aerosolized, we could be looking at anthrax or ricin.
If it was anthrax, she would have muscle pain and swollen glands, but it can be treated with antibiotics if it was ricin. Within 1 to 4 hours, she would have difficulty breathing and internal bleeding, and then organ failure.
So what's the treatment for that?
There is no treatment.
She was desperate. The waiter who delivered the flowers appeared outside the building. He even asked the firefighters what happened. The firefighters shouted loudly. The FBI swarmed in and captured it.
Flowers. Where'd they come from?
I don't know. They were just on the cart.
So they just magically appeared, huh?
The waiter's nose suddenly started bleeding, and then he fainted. The first responder reports the situation to the captain. The captain quickly issued an order for everyone to stay away from the patient immediately. The woman was even more desperate when she heard the news. At this time, the sample test results came out.
Cornstarch.
Come again?
That powder that they hit your lady with ain't nothing but cornstarch.
It turned out that everything was just a prank. The paramedic also revived the waiter. It turned out that he had a nosebleed due to overexertion and fainted due to hemophobia. The danger was eliminated, and the captain began to be unserious.
So, when do you get off?
Are you asking me out?
You've already showered.
You can imagine what happens next.